Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today I got in a box from the folks over at Talon Cookware. This is going to be some cast iron for all you cast iron fans out there, so stay tuned. So this morning I'm going to unbox this new product from Talon Cookware. And as you guys know, if you've seen any of my previous unboxing videos, we just don't take it out of the box and show it to you. We're going to pull that baby out of here. We're going to throw it on some fire. I have several different choices over here. I haven't seen the product yet, so once we get it out of the box, take a good look at it, we'll decide which thing we got over here that we're going to cook something on. But I guarantee you it's going to be some breakfast, because it's breakfast time right now and the weather is nasty. You might going to hear that during this video, the rain hitting the roof out here in the 50s and raining, typical spring day here in Northeast Florida. Alright, so let's get this guy out of the box. It's in a nice sturdy box. It didn't come in an Amazon box. I think this come directly from the folks over there where they make this. I believe it is made in the United States, but we're going to check on that when we get in here. Alright, well, first thing it did is left me a love letter in here, I guess. It's got X's and O's on it. So let's pull that out and we'll see what it says. So this is a letter directly from the founder of Talon Cookware, and he's explaining to me, that the biggest difference between this product and normal cast iron pans like you see on the wall behind me here is the handle is detachable, and you don't have to get that handle all hot when you're cooking, and it's made specifically for the grill and open fire. So that's what we do. So let's get on in it. As with all of our unboxing videos, I do pay attention to how things are packed. These guys, guess, are just starting out, so their packing skills may not be the greatest, but they have used a lot of this foam wrap here. I'm assuming this part here is the handle. And we might need a knife to get into that rascal. Got a lot of tape on it. Did not spare the tape. Alright, I'm getting closer to seeing the handle. Alright, so that is your handle, and that appears to be stainless steel. Okay, maybe cast aluminum. I'm not sure, but it's engraved, patent pending, Talon Claw. The finish on it is a little rough, but we'll see how it works. So there's the underside. I'll bring the camera in a little bit and show you that in detail. I'm sure there's some of those areas there that are very hard to polish. I would say from the weight of it, cast aluminum. Okay, now let's see if we can find the cast iron down in here. Digging this stuff out of here. Alrighty, just wrap the cast iron in a couple of these things. Pads. Okay, and here's our cast iron pan. Alright, let me move all this stuff out of the way and I'll bring you in close and let you see it. Alright, so when you get this baby out of the box, this is what you can expect to see. It is a detachable handle and a square cast iron pan with their logo molded into the bottom. There's their website. also molded into the bottom. And you'll also notice it has, bring in close, on the bottom, it has that molded sand finish. It is pre-seasoned. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be the bottom of it. We're going to go over this part first. Now here's the inside, and it is also a molded sand finish. Pre-seasoned. Now let's take a look at the handle. The handle right here. So it has been polished up for the most part, but some of these areas down in here where I'm sure it's very difficult to polish, it is not polished. I don't think the fact that it's polished or not is going to make one bit of difference in how it works. So I think just about anybody could figure out how this works. Just put the edge of the pan right there and lean back on it, and you lift the pan. Alright, and the handle's pretty nice and long. Let's see if it works off center. Go over the edge of the pan. Yep, even works off center, so if you wanted to like tip it like this, you could grab it. It does have pour spouts on the top, so if you wanted to tip it one way or another, you know, it'd be easy to grab it off center like that and tip it and pour something out. Takes a little wrist strength to hold it. Probably weighs, you know, a few pounds, like a typical cast iron skillet, but that's pretty ingenious. I'll show you another angle of grabbing it. So these little claws, and that's where it gets its name, the Talon claw. Claw into that bottom ridge of the pan and lock it in place. See that? It does look like the talons of a bird grabbing into those notches. So same as I would do with any other type of cast iron when I get it brand new, pre-seasoned. I did take it in the house and wash it off just in case there's anything on it from factory shipping or whatever. I'm gonna give it a little olive oil. I got some lint-free cloths here. Maybe email coming in right now for a promo code on this. I asked for. Let her come up easy there for a few minutes and get started, and then we'll increase the heat a little bit. So I got that guy smoking over there on the propane burner. You're gonna hear that hum in the background. That's the exhaust fan out here in the outdoor kitchen to pull the smoke out. Okay, so just got it on a propane burner. When it stops smoking on the top, shouldn't be too much longer, I will flip it over upside down. And I do this to every piece of cast iron when I first get it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the Talon Cookware cast iron pan and get it warmed up and get ready to make a little bit of breakfast. It's almost brunch, but yeah, burning some stuff off the grill yet, but since they say it's designed to be used on the grill, that's where we're going to put it. And you see how that handle just comes right off. And stay tuned to later in the video. I'm going to show you some other great uses for this handle other than just picking up this one pan. I know you guys probably never seen me use this before. I'm My dad had this here, started using it, and for sausage, it makes it easy to squish them down. I'm probably gonna have to move that pan out away from that fire a little bit and keep rotating it. But this thing clips on really easy. You can move it anywhere around the pan, even on the corner. I can still grab it, just even on the corner, just to help keep it moving around. All right, I'm going to give it first try with some eggs. I did deglaze it a little bit with the Lodge cleaning brush. I'm cooking the sausage. They clean up really nice and easy. So yes, I'm using a metal spatula, very lightly. I got it held just between my fingers, okay? The non-stick quality of this, just after one seasoning, I would say is comparable to a Lodge pan, Lodge cast iron pan. It's about the same for first use, but what I find is, especially with Lodge pans, now this obviously my first experience with this one, is the first seasoning you do on it helps out a lot, but then it starts sticking on you a little bit more later. But that's getting pretty close. We'll see if we can flip them. I don't know. Probably not together anyway. But they are sliding around in there. So we flip them one at a time. There we go. Those finish up. So again, the pan itself, about the same quality as you would expect from most of your Lodge products. But that handle is the real innovative part of this, since it comes on and off, and it's basically just your turner. So this stays cool the entire time in process. If we had a regular pan on there, we would have to be handling that thing with some serious hot gloves or whatever. But here, this stays on your table or on your picnic table, wherever you're working from, and it never gets hot. Okay, so that is the innovation of this product. That's how I clean my pans a lot of times, when they're not really dirty. I'm at camp and I don't need to trek all the way to water. Just pull water out of a water bottle, whatever, put it in a cup. There you go, perfectly clean. Using that Lodge cast iron cleaning brush. So I've showed you the way that the Talon claw system works. It just clamps on the side of the pan there. It grips. It actually will hold it at quite an angle too, as long as you keep some pressure on it. Now if you tip it back too far, it will want to fall off on you. I actually dropped this one on the ground a little while ago trying to clean it out. But for the most part, it locks on there very, very well. So once I seen that, I'm like, well, would it work with other cast iron? Because to be honest with you guys, there's nothing special about this pan they make other than the fact that it has these little ridges around here that lock into the teeth of this guy. Okay? The about the same quality casting as Lodge and some of the others. It's not smooth. It still has that real rough surface. You can hear it. All right. I know they're probably going to kill me for doing that. But, you know, versus this is one of my beautiful old Wagner pans right here. All right. Beautifully smooth finish in that. But I was wondering, okay, so if I had the Talon Claw, would it pick up other pans? So I went over here, I tried it, and look at that. It'll pick up my old 100-year-old Wagner. I'm like, okay, so would it pick up my brand new Lodge carbon steel pan too? If I had that on a campfire? Absolutely will. All right, 2 down. All right, so even if I had something like this old BSR stew pot that's really small, would it still grab it? It absolutely does. Okay? So to me, the innovation of this project or a product is the handle. Okay? I don't know whether the handle came before or after the pan, but I think you could pick up almost any kind of cast iron or any kind of pan for that matter with the Talon Claw. You just grab that edge and move it all around. I don't have to have a hot pad, anything. So to me, the claw itself is the big winner. And maybe once these guys get going a little bit, they can invest in a little bit more equipment where they can smooth the insides of these things out, more like a Field Company and Stargazer. And I think it would be a big improvement. But again, the claw itself, loved it. I love the way it works. I love it because it works on almost, I pulled almost everything on this wall down, and I can pick it up with this right here. Okay? So if you like what we're doing, please smash that like button right down there. You can subscribe to our channel. You can do it right over there. For another great Backwoods Gourmet video, it's going to be over here. And for a whole playlist, cast iron, Dutch oven cooking, it's going to be right up here. We'll see you next time.